Last year, we gathered in commemoration of 100 years since the landings at Gallipoli, when more than 26,000 Australians became casualties of war and 8,141 made the ultimate sacrifice. Gallipoli is where the Anzac spirit of courage, loyalty, mateship was born. The place where both Australia and New Zealand fought side by side to maintain the freedom of the two Anzac nations. But in addition to that, the events that occurred in those foreign shores 101 years ago united our nation in honour, respect and commemoration. The events were so significant that within a year of their occurrence, a memorial was being planned. World War I was a global war which took place primarily in Europe from 1914 to 1918, to which 40 million casualties resulted. It was in August 1914 that Germany declared war and attacked France on the west and Russia on the east. The immediate cause of the war was the assassination in 1914 of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, hero of the Austro-Hungarian throne, a Gavrilo Princip, a Bosnian Serb citizen of Austria-Hungary and a member of the Backhand. The retaliation against the King of Serbia arrived as a series of alliances that set off a chain of war declaration. Within a month, much of Europe was in a state of open warfare. There was a line of trenches about 550 kilometres long, stretching from the North Sea down to Switzerland, known as the Western Front. Neither army was able to advance, and the soldiers were being killed, with either side appearing to win the war. Britain started looking for a way across this line, as the only way to get there was via the Mediterranean. The sea route had been cut from Britain to Russia by Turkey. Turkey entered the war on Germany's side. Russia was losing to the Germans, and it was necessary for Britain and France to send support. Initially, Britain sent a large fleet of ships to attack Turkey on the straits that ran through the north of the country. The Turks had built forts along the sides of the straits and laid mines between the shores. The Allied naval forces attacked several times, but after 700 men were killed and 3 ships sank in one day in March 1915, they did not try again. After this, it was decided to land a force of soldiers on Gallipoli Peninsula on the northern side of the straits in order to capture it, then march on Constantinople, the Turkish capital. By doing this, they could open the sea route to Russia again. Unfortunately, plans of the operation were not kept secure, and the Turkish command knew the attack was coming. The Allied forces attacked the beaches at dawn on April the 25th in 1915. They came ashore in small boats, some landing in the wrong place. Many were killed in the water or on the beaches. Others managed to climb up a steep cliff, which forced the Turkish soldiers away from the beach as they fought their way inland. The Turks then counterattacked the Anzacs. They faced each other on the ridge lines dug about a mile from the beach. They stayed there for 8 months until the British command finally accepted that there was no going to be a victory in Gallipoli. By sunrise, December the 20th, 1915, there were no more Anzacs left at Anzac Cove. The Gallipoli landing could now be considered one of the worst military disasters of the 20th century. At Gallipoli, 8,700 soldiers, 2,700 New Zealand lives were lost, and the years following Gallipoli another 45,000 Australians were lost on the Western Front. However, this day, the 25th of April 1915, remains one of the costliest, most unnecessary days in Australian military history and has been chosen to be Australia's military commemorative day. This year, we gather together to mark 100 Anzac Day, that 100th Anzac Day. Every year for the last 100 years, we have stood as a nation beside our neighbours in New Zealand and honoured not only those who stepped foot on the ground at Gallipoli, but every single person who has served in the defence of our country before and since that fatal day. Over the past 100 years, 1.5 million Australians have served our great nation, and more than 102,000 men and women have given their lives for their freedom. We acknowledge their loss, we acknowledge their freedom, we acknowledge their courage, we acknowledge their endurance, their mateship, their love of country and good humour. These are the hallmarks of Australian servicemen and women, past and present. To them we express our gratitude, our love, our promise that we will remember them, lest we forget.